1 and 2 in the MAC. The two guys you expect to see on that Friday night. As Daniel Bucknavich for the Cleveland State Vikings steps up, and Jordan Greer, the grandpa of the Bobcats, steps to the line out of Avon, Ohio.
Mentioned it in our opener tonight, but definitely a clash of styles here, and it's kind of even funny watching Bucknavich warm up. You know,
he just kind of walked around.
Yeah, he a little bit of a back and forth trot, maybe. You know, a little bit more dumpy and kind of just back and forth, a little bit like, okay. And then Jordan Greer there, a little bit slimmer, a little bit more sleek, a little bit more intense, and their wrestling styles are two different styles of wrestling as well. So a clash of styles we have here at 285, but nonetheless, you've got your top two wrestlers in the MAC conference at heavyweight.
Bucknavich, a grad student, his final year. He's 9-1 so far. Last year at NCAAs, did pick up 2 wins, was just outside that blood round.
Yeah, we've got 2 guys that are nationally ranked at heavyweight right now, so a lot of implications come into this match. Definitely seeding for the MAC tournament. Not sure that makes too much of a difference, as I think these guys are both head and shoulders above the rest of the field at heavyweight. So, but there's also pride, right? You know, Jordan Greer in the convo as a senior, that means something. Bucknavich, you know, having prior wins over Greer, not giving any ground, kind of maybe sending the message a little bit before we get to the MAC tournament time. That's important. So
he's a big body guy, loves to use his ride and put up shutouts, as he's got 5 so far on the year in those 9 wins.
Yeah, you can even see here, right? Bucknavich is kind of hands low, very slowly stalking Greer, as Greer is really, you know, slapping the hands, really trying to keep his hands free, avoiding these ties, and wants to wrestle from space. And a lot of that, I think, just goes to the speed of Greer and maybe the strength and the let me slow you down a little bit in Bucknavich.
As Greer himself obviously made it to the NCAAs last year. I think 1 less win than Bucknavich out of Avon, Ohio. Aren't many guys, I mean, really in the country that match his length and athleticism at the same time, even if he isn't the highest ranked heavyweight. He gets in there on that one. He's going to look to pick up the big man. He's got the foot up.
And that was my question, is I wanted to see if Jordan Greer would be able to get to a low single or a low level attack on Bucknavich, but he did, and nice balance. He's got Bucknavich in a bad way.
He's going to get his 3. Now that's a count. It should be 2. The official's not going to give it to him, but that should have been a 2 count all day long.
Greenlee saved the brick, and he's going to throw it. That's a rarity from Coach Greenlee. He's going to throw the brick. He wants the near fall.
It's at least a 2 count. It's got to be, because he was on his back from the moment he fell down.
If Joel Greenlee's going to throw a brick, you know it's got to be close. As you see, Greer just gets that leg up. Bucknavich does a nice job trying to keep his balance.
1.
And
no.
Right here's where we're going to see it.
1. Ooh, maybe he's right. Maybe the official's right. That's a good angle on that to see the 45-degree angle as well. Or excuse me, 90 is all it is in
correct, yeah.
College.
But nonetheless, you know, Coach Greenlee saved his brick this long. You might as well throw it. Can't take it home with you, so.
As we're going up here, and it looks real close when he first gets him there, but a good job to roll through by Bucknavich. And
I think it's that one right there.
It's just a 1 count. It looked like 2 real time, but it is just a 1.
I agree with you, Isaiah. I think the referee made the right call, did a nice job there, but nonetheless, I really do like that challenge call from Coach Greenlee. 18 seconds left in the period is what you've done now. Right, yeah, you can't take it home with you, said that. But you've also given Jordan Greer kind of time to process things. Hey, relax, you got your takedown. An 18-second ride out here for Jordan Greer really changes the layout of this whole entire match. As we've mentioned, Bucknavich, the kind of guy that we're going to see no near fall. But Bucknavich wins those low-scoring 1-0, 2-0 matches. And so Jordan Greer jumps out to an early lead here with just 18 seconds left in the first period.
Big boys had everybody on their feet late in this duel, and Greer's going to look to ride for the finish of this first. Bucknavich to his feet, though,
nice
and gets
job
away.
There by Daniel Bucknavich. That takes a lot of hustle and experience. You know, you can tell that the guy's a veteran out there, knowing that, hey, in a match that's going to be a low-scoring, close match, to hustle that quickly and get your 1 is good. So 3-1 here for Jordan Greer going into the second, and I think we'll probably see Daniel Bucknavich go right back underneath on the bottom here in the second period.
Why not? The way you could get up as quickly in that first one, get your points and make it a 1-point match, which you can tell between these two 3-point takedowns, these escapes don't really matter. It's going to be decided on our feet in the third.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Bucknavich goes. Get through.
He tries to go what we would call fat man roll or a hook and roll, and that's just not going to work on a guy like Jordan Greer. I'm not sure.
He almost caught himself. That'd have been tough.
I would be rather impressed to watch a heavyweight. As I say that, Bucknavich right back in on a turnaround double leg.
Did they give him the one? They
did give the one, and now Greer's in on another leg attack. Bucknavich, waterfall. We've got some scrambling and some action here at heavyweight.
This is where Jordan Greer wants to be. I don't know if Bucknavich is happy with being in the waterfall, but Greer certainly works well here.
And
Bucknavich wraps that leg up.
You want to see Bucknavich run his butt back into the body of Greer, but we're going to see a stalemate. Man, Bucknavich is a nice built heavyweight, though. I bet he's weighing all of 270 plus, and then you got a guy like Jordan Greer, who's kind of your modern-day heavyweight. That's the 230, 240, a little bit quicker. So,
and Greer's just so long. I mean, Bucknavich matches him a little bit in height, but it feels like the length still goes.
Oh,
to
absolutely.
Jordan Greer.
Yeah. You would have thought Jordan Greer is a Division I basketball player if you saw him walking around campus.
He's going to fight here 3-2 with 50 seconds to go in your second period. Riding time not a factor, nor will it be.
It'll be interesting. We've saw that one kind of quick transition double from Bucknavich that I don't think he was necessarily close to scoring on the double, as it was Greer's re-attack that got close and put us into that scramble. So it'd be interesting to see if Bucknavich has a committed attack here in the second period, or if he's ready to just kind of take it to the third and have a 2-minute hoedown showdown here with Jordan Greer in our last match of the night.
You got to think in that third, Coach Greenley's going to go ahead and tell him to do it on his feet, not even try to mess with being on bottom, tiring himself out, because it wouldn't matter. So
you're not wrong, and I guess you do kind of play the wager of giving up the riding time point. So I think now that you mentioned that, Isaiah, I've not thought that far into it. I kind of just thought he would go down, but
that's what Greer wanted. Greer wanted to go neutral. Coach says down, and they're going neutral. Coach wants down still. Coach Greenley didn't like that Greer made the decision.
I think that might be his kind of go-forward call. I think he's saying maybe go forwards, keep the pressure on him. And with the 3-point takedown and things nowadays, it doesn't make a difference. If you get the escape and you're up by 2, you still get taken down, you lose. So go neutral. You've not got taken down. I don't know that Bucknavich has been very close to a committed leg attack that has really put Greer in a compromised position. And we've got a minute 30 here, Isaiah, to finish this off for the night.
Greer would love to have that position going in the rest of 2025, at least until Max is the #1 heavyweight. He's got to go take it from Bucknavich. He's got the 3-2 lead with 1:15 to go. Both guys separate out. Bucknavich is moving a little slower, but is it really going to matter? He's got the strength on Greer.
And I think Jordan Greer has wrestled a perfect match. And I think that's where that goes back to the first period takedown, changes the whole entire way he has to wrestle. Bucknavich has not been able to pull on him and get him tired with some of that size like he has probably most of these guys already this year. I think that's where he probably succeeds most, is when he's pulling on guys and making them carry that 270 plus. As you see, that's just a very long shot, but he does a nice job of pulling himself into it.
But Greer throws him! He gets the 3. He doesn't get near fall. It's not going to matter. 30 seconds. Greer's going to hang out on top, even if he gives up the escape.
What a job from Jordan Greer. I can tell you that body lock, bear hug position is one that Daniel Bucknavich wants to be in. He, as big as he is, he wants to get in there, try to crunch these smaller heavyweights, and Jordan Greer kind of just goes hip turn, tosses him to the side, gets the takedown, and all but seals the deal for this match.
It's 12 seconds to go. Greer might even throw together a riding time point. Why not? Make it 7 to whatever it finishes, 7-3, but Bucknavich is going to come after him. I think Greer did pick up a stall just before the throw happened, but they're not going to call the next one. 7-3. The Bobcat picks up the win, and the team picks up the win, 24-14, with
we're gonna see
phenomenal work here.
A replay here as Jordan Greer just gets these guys up on their feet, but Bucknavich finally takes a long double. I'm amazed he was able to pull Greer up into this position, and he just, I guess I didn't see that. He was not underneath of that other arm. Jordan Greer kept that underhook, kind of side lat whips him to his belly, and seals the deal for himself and the Bobcats at heavyweight.
The Bobcats pick up the win, 24-14. We'll be right back with a recap here. It's MAC Wrestling on ESPN+.